What's up, everybody? It's JSB in St. Patrick. I hope everybody's having a good week, having a good day, having a good time. And if you like what I talk about, make sure you like and subscribe to my page. And the topic today is we are going to talk about some of the differences between seinen, shonen. I'm gonna bring up my preferences. I'm gonna talk about a couple different series and what you might prefer. If you choose to read one or the other. Now, honestly, the big thing is one big difference is the company or magazine that you might go to could be all the difference in the world. Whether or not you become a seinen or a shonen, you go to a weekly Young Jump, you're gonna be published in a seinen magazine. You go to weekly Shonen Jump, obviously you're gonna be in a shonen magazine. I mean, you even have some series that, you might be reading a shonen, you might think it's a seinen, like Attack on Titan. I've heard some people feel Hunter x Hunter is kind of a seinen, and so on and so forth. But the big thing is, I think, is the magazine. And I'm not gonna say all these series are a monolith. These are just some of the things that I've noticed reading both. Some of the differences between the two is with seinen, I feel like it's a little more mature. Obviously, the demographic is for a older age than shonen, but the writing to me is usually better than a shonen. Seinen in general kind of comes off as a technical sports team, like a team with a great defense or a basketball team that does all the fundamentals, like not a lot of highlight type of stuff, but they do the job and they do it well. You have your vagabonds, you have your golden kamuis, you have your berserks, you have your monster 20th century boys. Now all of those have good to great plots to me. Them are plots that I feel are top tier in this whole genre. And I feel like, you want something that's a good story with a great plot. You can't go wrong with a good seinen. Vagabond, for what it's worth, even though it's not complete and I doubt it will finish, it is an amazing story. It dives deep into the mindset of Musashi. Now, that being said, I will say that seinen to me do not have a lot of a reread value. It's kind of like I can read it once and I'm content. I don't want to go back and reread it no more. Not saying that's good or bad, but I'm satisfied all one time. I've also noticed that with some series like The Climber and Blood on the Tracks, them two, for example, are some very kind of depressing psychological manga. They're by all means they are good series, but they are very depressing at the same time, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like Breaking Bad. It's a goated TV show. I watched it once, and that was enough for me. Now, with that being said, this kind of takes me into the whole shonen. Now, I'm not putting down shonen by saying it's a bunch of highlights, but shonen to me is like the alley-oop. It's like that grand slam. It's like that Hail Mary touchdown pass. It is a very hype machine. I feel like they sacrifice, and again, this is my opinion, I feel like they sacrifice the writing and stuff for cool moments. And, obviously, they're all not like this. I've said before, Full Metal Alchemist is one of my favorite series. I feel it's a perfect series. I feel like the writing can compete with your best seinen, honestly. And, One Piece, another favorite series of mine with some top tier writing. But I feel like as a whole, when you read shonen, you're going to get a lot more hype and highlights. And that being said, for what everybody says about DBZ and stuff like that, there's nothing that makes me feel more nostalgic and more excited and feel like a kid again than seeing Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time, or Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God. All of those moments just kind of just make you feel good on the inside just watching that. It's something you can just look on YouTube over and over again. I'll watch it at the gym and all of that. Seeing Luffy go Gear 5, Ichigo uses Bankai. You know, Naruto has a soft spot for me. Reading those just kind of make me feel nostalgic and, you know, it makes me feel good on the inside. So them are kind of just my perspectives on both. I feel like you can't go wrong reading either seinen or shonen. I do feel like, you know, if you start reading a little bit more manga, you can kind of just tell offhand, oh, this is a seinen, oh, this is a shonen. But to me, currently right now, you know, if you want something I feel a little more mature with better writing, then I would say go the seinen route. Some suggestions would be Monster, 20th Century Boys, Vagabond, Berserk, Golden Kamuy, and shonen, you know, if you want to be hype, if you want something that has a lot of reread value, something that's, you know, something that just puts you on the edge of your seat and, you know, get you like, whoo, then shonen, some recommendations. Obviously, can't go wrong One Piece. Actually, the big three in general. You know, DBZ. You know, now that I'm making this Baki, I don't know if that's a shonen or a seinen, but Baki, if you want just, you know, ridiculous feats and all of that. So yeah, them are just some things I've noticed. My perspective on both seinen and shonen. Oh, another good seinen is Kingdom. That is a long read, just like One Piece. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. In the comments, if you want, you can discuss your favorite series, your favorite shonen, favorite seinen in the comments. And like I said before, if you like this, please like and subscribe while I give you more anime and manga related topics. And on that note, JSBN St. Patrick, I am out.